me on it. You know, to me, what else you got, brother? What else you got?
No, because you said
I dare anybody to challenge me on it. You know, to me, family, it's a lot of herbal pimps out there. I say pimps that don't know what the hell they be talking about. Number one, we talk about the white man, but none of us got our own laboratory. We talk about healing, and all you want to do is give me some damn herbs. Give me some herbs, but you don't know what's wrong with my body. You don't even know if I'm addicted to, I mean, not addicted, but what they call that, the word I'm looking for? The word I'm looking for, help me out. If it's bad for me. You know what I'm saying? If it's bad for me, if it's not good for me. Shout out to Asian. Thank you for your support. That you don't even know if that product, right, allergic, thank you. You don't even know if our bodies could be allergic to certain medicines that you've given us. Just like the white man, if you go into the hospital and the white man give you medicine, the first thing they do is say, are you allergic to anything? Are you allergic to any certain type of medicines? No. But what these goddamn herbalist street doctors do is they say, and you tell them, yeah, you know, I got a little something wrong with me. I got allergies, I got this. They automatically just give you that. And they not even taking your blood pressure. They don't even want to see your blood. They not asking for no urine. That's how I know most of it is all bullshit at the end of the day. One day I'm gonna tell y'all my story and y'all not gonna like it. A lot of people gonna get mad at me, but I told my story. Yeah, that's true, and that's why I got to do it. I told my story to Polite 8 years ago. I did something 8 years ago, and if y'all seen me outside when I was on the street, I was weighing, this real talk, family. Brother Sutek could tell you. I was weighing in about $130. Think about that. 8 years ago. I'm on 125th Street, and I'm sick, and I'm about to die. I'm weighing in at 130 pounds, walking the street like a crackhead. I went to like 4 hospitals, and the hospitals was telling me that I had AIDS. I contacted, I don't want to say the name because damn. Oh man, this shit is crazy, man. And I kept it to myself. I went to another doctor, a specialist in AIDS. I could get a cold. If anybody got a cold, I gotta walk away from them and move away. I couldn't even walk. I mean, you're tired. Everything on your body is tired and your legs ache. Your knees be aching. So I started feeling all of that. And I was like, damn, yeah, I do have them symptoms. Next thing you know, he gave me this type of medicine. And if I was to tell y'all the doctor, y'all will be bugging the fuck on me. But guess what? I'm gonna tell y'all the doctor. Guess who saved SaNeter life? Y'all ready for this? A goddamn, I don't know if I want to do it, man. But they gonna be bugging the hell out on me, boy. They gonna be making videos and everything. But see, I didn't know at the time. I didn't know. It wasn't like they was checking my private parts and no, they was just taking my blood. He was a damn homo. It was a homo damn doctor. It was a homosexual doctor. Wow, ain't that some shit? And I found out about the homosexual doctor about a month or 2 later. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker, he's a man. And he was married to a man. He wasn't a black guy, he wasn't a white guy. he was from one of them islands like Hawaii type dude. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't know this until like about a month ago. So think about it. Think about it. I was like, damn, he knew he was the best that ever did it. This doctor was the best. I recommended him to a friend of mine not too long ago. He was an expert in AIDS, but he wasn't looking at me or lusting like that. Remember, he was married. At this time, that motherfucker saved my life. No, I'm not fucking with homosexual doctors.
See? I'm giving you back the same shit that you say about them can't take it.
And the hospital was telling me that I had AIDS.
Check.
Look at the hell out on me, boy. They're gonna be making videos and everything. But see, I didn't know at the time. I didn't know. It wasn't like they was checking my private parts and no, they was just taking my blood. He was a damn homo. No, they was just taking my blood. He was a damn homo. No, they was just taking my blood.
Yeah. Allah, Father, Father, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation. By night and by day. Who is holy prophet, do I lead. Amen.
I got to her.
Let's go. SaNeter, you know better than a test or more. You done chose Reggie fate, now you can rest assured. We gon' teach them to love instead of hate. More as we uplift and educate. You wanna debate, y'all, but
It's time for us to go hard.
That gas.
yeah.
Got to have that gas.
Father, love, truth, peace,
Don't make
freedom,
it
and
move.
justice. Allah is my protector,
A lot of
my
niggas
guide, and my
grandmas are eating the
salvation.
stars.
By
Well, I
night
love you.
and by day. Through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Amen. Amen. Let's go. SaNeter, you know better than a test or more. You done chose Reggie fate, now you can rest assured. We gon' teach them to love instead of hate. More as we uplift and educate. You wanna debate, y'all pathetic. Everybody wanna be comedic. Steady shaka most anyone can get it. It's real down here and be more, let's make it clear. I'm learning to love instead of hate, but I ain't there. Reginald, it's about time we check. You should've stuck with Medunetra, you got disrespectful. I'ma keep it raw, you haven't met no more. If you did, your approach wouldn't be so piss poor. Red pill gave you the pass, now do the math. How many other boys 2 seconds up off your ass? SaNeter know exactly what he doing. He be hyping, you Dog King, you 1990 Mike Tyson. About to get knocked the F out for sure. You got the Moors on the run, it's one thing you left. Cause we right behind you and we running you down. I respect you as an elder, but I'm sonning you now. Yeah, I love my brother Sabotage, I got more love for God. A house of consciousness, a house of cards, a house of frauds. Moors, we go hard. You should've got the general to lead the charge so we can smack them around like Polite did. Make a move to Beverly Hills where Polite live. That's right. What up, Sharif?
It's time to expose the frauds. It's time for us to go hard. It's time to expose the frauds. It's time for us to go hard. It's time to expose the frauds. It's time for us to go hard. It's time to expose the frauds. It's time for us to go hard. First of all, let me welcome y'all to Moore's World TV. Come on, it's time to go. Ain't nobody gonna deceive me. Deceive who? Deceive you. Never on my watch. Time to cook, pull out the pot, turn up the heat. Let's make it hot. Don't be tripping on them frauds when you're rolling with the guard. Hey, Crips, Sonny, Boxing, Apple X, and Sean, Yasmin, and the Queen got Sean from the Shy, Candy Chamber, Ishmael Bay, and Zinsuna. Anybody they can get it if they gripping on the fam. Moore's World TV, investigating all scams. Gon' check my record and please don't front. Come on, keep it a buck. I ain't the wrong one. From SaNeter and Polite and Taharkabey, Bay, Malik, Zulu, Shabazz, and Grandmaster J. Word to God to all the frauds. I brought them to the knees, but they ain't nothing. Watch how I do to Tariq Allah Nasheed.
Thank you for your support, family.
TV. I'm
Y'all ready?
Brother Taharkabey.
Y'all must
Let's
be ready.
get on these frauds neck
Y'all must be ready.
and let's shut them down. Let's go. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. That's right, let everybody know it's going down. Moore's World TV, we gon' shut it down. Share this to these 2 platforms. Thumbs up. The show starts now. Let's get it. How are you, everybody? I don't know what's going on. Whatever the case may be, I kind of moved some things around. So we're going to start the show right. I've been working on things because, people was messing with my computer last night. Did y'all notice that last night that my computer things was acting real funny? Did y'all notice that? I noticed it. So with that being said, I had to do some things, man. So I let me tell you something, family. Let me talk about the elephant in the room real quick. Somebody sent me a video. Let me pull this up real quick so I can see the chat. Somebody sent me a video about Corey Holcomb. I don't know if he answered the challenge. I know he's a jokester and all, but that's fine. But I don't know if he answered the challenge for that squared circle or for that octagon. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. I mean, if did anybody see it? Did he agree to the octagon, or he still talking about somebody smacked you? And I think I heard the part somebody sent me the clip, and I was too busy. But if somebody smacked you, that means they disrespect you. I was like, man, is that how that works? Well, anyway, let's take it a step up, man. Agree to the octagon. Let's see what you got. If that's what you think. If you think, you know what I'm saying, I'm made of chump sauce, take the octagon challenge. That's all. Hold up 1 second. Let me get this straight. I gotta get my chat right. I can't even see what y'all talking about. You know what I mean? I say take the octagon challenge. You know what I mean? if you think I'm butter soft, you, Tariq Nasheed, take the octagon challenge. Let's see. That's all you gotta do. Take the octagon challenge. That's all you gotta do. We ain't got to talk about. I know why I did what I did on Jefferson, and I do it again. You know what I'm saying? But I say, take the. Somebody say, turn the mic. I say, take the octagon challenge. How I sound now? Do I sound all right? I know why I did what I did on Jefferson, and I would do it again. But would you take the octagon challenge? Huh? Would you take the octagon challenge, or will you just continue to tell jokes? Go on, tell your jokes, but the option is on the table for the octagon challenge for you and Tariq Nasheed. If you have contacts to these people, tell them, let's do the octagon challenge. We could do it for charity. We could do it for profit. Take the octagon challenge. You know what I mean? If you think I'm butter soft, you know what I mean? If you don't understand how I laid it out and you think that's all cap, take the octagon challenge. And we're going to get it done. But with that being said, family, I want to say this. As we start the show, right, I want to say that, family, listen, we are in the matrix right now. You know what I mean? We are in the matrix right now. And the matrix that we in is that we are being sabotaged. So earlier today, I was going to make a show called, I was going to do a show. I started thinking like, what happened to the RBG? How many people, press 7 if y'all was around when SaNeter TV was at its height. Was any of y'all around? Press 7. Was any of y'all watching SaNeter TV? Was any of y'all a little bit conscious then when it was at its height? When it had a lot of different players, if you will, on SaNeter TV. Anybody was there? Anybody tuned in? Was anybody tuned in? If y'all was there, I want you to be able to follow this narrative, because I'm telling you that this is not by chance what I'm about to break down to you. We're going to do some critical thinking here, and we're going to break some stuff down. Now, if you remember, SaNeter got his start by standing on 125th, right? with his bullhorn selling DVDs. And many people think that it's an original concept. It's really not original concept. Remember what I told you. I told you before, and it's the same. If you're going to be a researcher, I want you to always remember that the ops, they do the same old soup warmed over because they're taking from a blueprint that is written for them. You feel what I'm saying? They're taking a listen, family. I know people don't like me to go on and on and on, but I want you to really understand so you can identify these people. If you want to identify people who are ops, right? The first thing you have to do is look for a pattern. That's all you have to do is look for a pattern. Once you see the pattern, you can identify them any and everywhere on the internet. But you first have to find the pattern. You know, and in research and investigative stuff that you see on TV, I think they call it they call it a profile. I think they call it a profile. And that's all you got to do. So remember, one of the first things that I ever said, that I ever taught anybody that's interested in research. The first thing I said is they are not originators. Do y'all remember that? Anybody been paying attention long enough? Y'all been with me long enough? I said they're not originators. Everything they do, they got from somewhere else. That's first. So that's the pattern. And so Bucci Bear, he didn't create Bucci Bear. Bucci Bear is a gummy bear candy that has marijuana properties in it that get you high, and they call it Bucci Bear. That's where they got that from. Everything that they do, they get from somewhere else. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a pattern. They steal stuff and they create stuff that is not, they recreate stuff. They recreate stuff. And it's the same pattern. So when you look at the pattern of a SaNeter who's definitely in this circle, right? When you look at him and he's definitely in this circle, one thing you got to say, Grand Sheik, Taharkabey, brother, where is the pattern? What are you talking about? Because I think he's original with standing on the street. I'm telling you no. He jacked this style from the general in Harlem who was first in Harlem with pictures behind him of atrocities that we experienced of the slave trade. He stole the style. All right? That's what you need to understand. He stole that. That is not his style. He stole that. I'm a researcher, so I have to dig it out for you. I mean, he stole this style. You follow me? Now, once stealing this style, he added to the style with putting, come on now, he added to the style with putting DVDs into the mix. But as you can see, this style is not his. You follow me? It's not his. Let me, real quick. That's not his style. All right? It's not his, not one bit. All right? That's what you need to understand. And so, just like that, now we begin to look into who this guy is. Somebody says, but I'm going somewhere with this. You know what I mean? You ain't tough. Pick on Sarah Sutanseti or Shaka Atmos. I'm not picking on nobody. They're actually picking on me. I'm the one that was slapped. Remember? Anyway, with that being said, what we're doing is, this is a lesson, family. Ralph Love, just pay attention to the class because this is a lesson. So here we go. So here is the start of the problem. The start of the problem was we had to find out, is there a pattern? Okay, now we got the pattern. All right, now let's move forward. Why is this so important? Because, family, we have been infiltrated by the ops. So we ask, where is the RBGs? Where is, anybody notice that since the ADOS and the FBAs and all of that, that we don't see the RBGs anymore? Anybody? Press 7 if you with me on that. Did we ever, like, I thought about it. I'm like, that's pretty strange. I mean, I was like, that's pretty strange. The RBGs on the internet now. I know we got a strong RBG community here in Baltimore. They do plenty of work. They don't play the internet like that. You know what I'm saying? But we got a strong. I'm not talking about the ones grassroots for real on the ground. I'm talking about on the internet that gives the perception that they're RBG. In fact, they put the flame out on the internet. So if someone tried to learn about RBG or Pan-Africanism, they won't even want to look at it because somebody put the flame out on the internet. The internet highway is the place where people get on ride towards their journey to understanding. So they put the flame out. But why would they put the flame out? Let me tell you something. It appears to me that SaNeter was the precursor for the division that we see now that's coming through FBA. Why do I say that? Because he attacked the Hebrews, simultaneously getting rid of the RBG Pan-African concept, but he claimed to be RBG. Now, this is just a theory, family. Watch this. This is just a theory, but watch it. Now, remember, when SaNeter was going hard, Professor James Smalls, he's still around. The brother that's interviewing him, I forget his name, he's not there no more. Brother Polite with the screen behind him, forget that. Warrior Hebrew. Babyface Hebrew. Now, all of these Hebrews right here had an admixture. They had an admixture of Pan-Africanism, per se. You know what I'm saying? They had an admixture. They wasn't like the Hebrews that we see today. They were more flexible with their knowledge, like a Zion Lex. Like a Zion Lex, he can talk to you about Kemet. He can talk to you about anything. You know what I'm saying? As it relates to our people of the melanated tone. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is that it seems to me that all of this Pan-Africanism and all of this RBG concept was whitewashed out to prepare for the division that we see today in the diaspora by the way of Tariq Nasheed and all of the others that comes with this division. Now, let me just listen to my concept. Let me plebiscite babble just a little bit. Just listen to my concept. Let me plebiscite babble just a little bit for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I be thinking deep on these type of things. Now, we know young Pharaoh went super nuts and crazy. So either there's a spirit with SaNeter that is counterproductive, or SaNeter is the hand, or SaNeter is the hand that causes all of these obvious failures with these brothers or community. There's only can be two ways to go. Everyone connected to Black News 102, SaNeter TV in that era have faced some sort of calamity. The only one that's still around is Dr. Reggie. But now let's watch this though. Watch this though. I want you to just bear in mind as I go through this, that everyone associated, this is not by happenstance. Shout out to my brother Sankofa. That brother looking real good, putting in work. I speak to him all the time, so he's not included in this because he didn't get caught up in this web. But all of the faces on here and Bashir, none of these, I have no problems with anybody here. All of the faces on here, Brother Bashir helped build Black News 102. Sankofa helped build it. Royale, all of these helped build it. Anybody ever wonder why? Oh, I'm sorry. Anybody ever wonder where they at today? That's what I wonder. That's what I wonder. But it shows the dysfunction centered around this guy. But remember what I'm talking about. What I'm getting to is that I'm of the concept that they wiped out Pan-Africanism and they wiped out RBG in preparation for what we see today. Do you hear what I'm saying? They wiped it out in preparation for this division in the African diaspora. Because together we stand, divided we fall. If we are connected internationally, our numbers are way stronger than a few awakening people here in the Americas. And so when I look at this, right? When I look at this, somebody said he's still making great content. Absolutely. But let me tell you this. When I look at this, right, Shaka Atmos, he gets accused, and I don't know if it's true, false, or whatever. I don't have nothing against Shaka Atmos. A year ago, he gets accused of rape. Him and SaNeter gets into some sort of beef and a shakeup, and I'm not sure what it is, but he gets in a sort of shakeup, and ultimately they go back to try to. He goes back to clear his name. Number one, somebody say Dr. Ali Muhammad is seceding. In fact, Dr. Ali Muhammad got a new sale for some weird stuff right now. And I was going to cover it, but I'm going to give him a rest real quick. You follow what I'm saying? I'm going to give him a rest real quick. Dr. Ali Muhammad is he got some new stuff for sale. Don't fall for that one. All right. So look, remember, did anybody remember Young Marcus? Young Marcus right now, it's my understanding that he was homeless, and the last time we heard, he was in jail. Nobody reached out to him. Somebody reached out to me and told me, and then I didn't hear from him no more. The brother is homeless, and then he was in jail, got addicted to drugs, allegedly. This is what it said. But he was alone. The sister that reached out to me, he was alone, homeless, ultimately was addicted to drugs, and then ended up in the jail. Nobody ever reached out to him. Nobody never. She was telling me that she reached out to SaNeter, and there was no response. She reached out to a few people. There was no response. But this thing here, family, is serious. What I'm telling you is that now that we on the internet, we don't see hardly any Pan-African thought anymore. Now listen, the Pan-Africanists and the RBG'S used to go up against Brother Taharkabey like it wasn't nothing over that term black, because when I came on the scene, they thought that I was one of those crazy Moors that keep on talking about black. So they was coming at me hardcore. I'm like, now you got me twisted. But anyway, it appears to me around 2015, when Polite came on the scene, remember the date 2015, Polite came on the scene. They started to attack the Hebrews. They had just came out of the era of attacking the Moors, but it was a soft attack on Moors because those Moors at that time were so pseudo. You know, Taharkabey, Sabir Bey, they so pseudo. They was easy to just dance and toss around a little bit. The only one that was holding it down was Sharif Adnil Bey when he had time to come up there, or Lord Abba. You know what I'm saying? He was able to hold it down whenever he was able to grace the camera. But other than that, very few Moors would kick the teachers of the Prophet Noble Ali's to hold it down. But I'm telling you, the Moors got sidelined, and the next thing, the focus was on the Hebrews, and the focus have been on the Hebrews ever since. I remember the first video where SaNeter and Polite, they take the camera and they go for a walk, and they said, come on, let's walk to one of the Hebrew camps. That was the start of antagonizing the Hebrews. Listen, man, this is what you call sophisticated entertainment, FBI infiltration and operation. This is sophisticated, and people say the silliest stuff. Well, no, they more sophisticated. That no, these people do things normal and in plain sight, so it can look normal. You know what I'm saying? So it can look normal. So with that, yeah, I rock with a seer. That's my bro. I rock with a seer. But with that being said, right, follow me on this one. Natural Tahuti. This is 2015. Remember 2015. Polite comes on the scene. In 2015, Polite comes on the scene. This is when all drama break loose. 2015 is when Tahuti get locked up. Tahuti gets locked up in a hotel sting with drugs on him. Now, here is the funny part. I keep telling y'all that they knew that I was coming to LA, that they was paired for me to come to LA. Whether my phone was tapped, whether somebody said something, a few people that I told, who knows? I don't know. But why wouldn't they know that Natural Tahuti would be at that hotel if he's communicating with SaNeter consistently? You see, he was the head of HOK West Coast. Natural Tahuti said himself that they knew he was doing bad, that they knew he had some struggles. And they was trying to pay him something like $500 for lectures and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? That guy right now, Natural Tahuti, is now serving 19 to 46 years. What I'm telling you is that Natural Tahuti was one of the first one that coined the phrase, the black woman is God. Polite jacked that from him. Young Pharaoh jacked that from him. You understand what I'm saying? And so when you get an RBG like this out the way, a powerful brother like this out the way, now the RBG movement on the internet begins to falter. Y'all need to listen to this. Y'all need to listen to this. This is not by happenstance. This is not by chance that the RBG movement on the internet, the Pan-African movement on the internet that was gatekept by SaNeter is non-existent. Y'all think this is by chance? And now all we see is division, the tether this, the tether that, the tether this, the tether that, the tether this, the tether that. Where is the RBGs? Where is the Pan-African that used to run the internet? Where's them heartfelt people where that when they came on the scene, it felt like they was about to start the revolution? You don't hear none of that no more. You don't hear none of that no more. And guess who was the gatekeeper? Come on, man, this ain't by chance. Like I say, when I went to LA, them people was there. They knew I was coming there. How wouldn't they know that Natural Tahuti was at that hotel? He got 5 years at the hotel, and then they say they have falsely accused him that he gave somebody some drugs in jail, and he locked away from 19 to 46 years. This is why I say, I don't care what anybody say about the choices that I made on Jefferson Street to just fade back and get out of there. I don't care about none of that, because I know Natural Tahuti, peoples reached out to me, and then we lost contact. I know that the man was set up. I know that he was set up. So we need to stop playing. We need to stop playing. We need to stop playing and thinking that, they more sophisticated than that. No, they do it right in front of your face. You looking for some sophisticated drones. You looking for some elaborate story like Grandmaster Jay said, I was sleeping, the drone came through my door and was flying over top of me. That's what y'all want, these elaborate fantasy stories. No, they do it right in your face. They tap your phone, they listen to where you're going, they look into what you're doing, and then they follow you. And then the next thing you know, they hem you up, and then you're done. So now one of the most powerful person of the RBG community is sitting there with 19. With 19 to 46 years. And people think it is by chance. Oh, he was just hustling. What? Maybe that is the case. Who knows? Maybe he was with somebody. Who knows? I don't know the details, but I do know that he got a connection to this SaNeter. But hold up, we ain't finished yet. And I'm just saying, listen, these are my theories. These are my theories. These are my plebiscite babbles. I'm just saying this is something to think about. Because we don't see RBG no more. Press 7 if you're still with me. Show me some influential RBGs on the internet. In fact, let's do this. Let's look at our good brother, SaNeter, right quick. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. In fact, SaNeter is live now.
If you have a
Watch this. Watch this, family. You and
side
I
gig
know.
and need to file your tax.
You and I know that the general is one of the most prolific teachers that we have in this generation when it comes to revolution, black power. I would smash him on Moorish if he ever debate me. But give me 1 second. Let me see. I thought I just had it right there. Hold up. Let me see. Where you at? I done did something wrong. All right, here you go. Let me try it again. Let me show you something, family. Man, I don't even say. There you go. My bad. It ain't coming in the screen, but as you can see, he got 126 people in the chat. Man, this is the general, man. Not that he worried about it, but this is the general. You know what I'm saying? Watch this, family. This shows you that it's been co-opted, right? Let's do this. Let's go to the general page. The general, look at his numbers. This is the general. A brother that was, man, I'm telling you, man, they done shadow ban the brother. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all see what I'm talking about? Look at his numbers. They done shadow ban the brother. They done threw the RBG thing under the bus. You understand what I'm saying? And they put people in the front that they want to be most influential. You hear what I'm saying? And these gatekeepers are SaNeter. You hear what I say? I don't know why people think that this is so far-fetched. That in this digital world, these things are ruled by an invisible hand. And they control who gets what as it relates to information. And this is why I told you when people ask me, why do I do so many videos about one person when I cover them? Because I know that I'm shadow banned. I already know that. So if I keep making videos, then they're going to have to pop up somewhere. And then you give me so much material because your grift is about 30 years long that I don't run out of stuff anyway. So the point is that I know I'm shadow banned. I know I'm not going to get in certain algorithms. I know I'm not going to get in certain people's ear and their eye. So I'm going to make so many variations of the same story that eventually it's going to wake some people up. So don't ask me why I'm doing all this. Oh, he in your head, man, get out of here. I know what I'm doing. Now back to Natural Tahuti. Area inmate guilty of all charges in prisoner heroin death. An Erie County jury follow the trail of evidence that begun with a Mill Creek Township motel drug raid, ended with 3 drug overdoses, one of them fatal in Erie County Prison. So the story is that he was he was in Erie, Pennsylvania. It was raided. Ain't that something though? Ain't that something though? Now, I'm not accusing SaNeter of anything, but I'm gonna tell you something that's ironic though. That he's in Erie County, they raid him, and it becomes a big story. It becomes a big story within the conscious community. And you know the first person get the call? SaNeter. He gets the advertising call. And it's all over the conscious community. This become one of the biggest falls of the RBG, quote unquote, internet, online, Pan-African leaders' thought and philosophy. Whether you understand this or not, family, the point is we don't see representatives of the RBG community today. And like I say, they used to give Moors the blues, but where are they today online? Where are they today? And now look at all the division that's going on as it relates to Tariq Nasheed, as it relates to ADOS, as it relates to trying to separate us from our African counterpart, from our African brothers and sisters, from our brothers and sisters on the islands, from our brothers and sisters within the diaspora. Who's orchestrating that? We better wake up. Who's orchestrating that? They say how many videos did I make about Tariq Nasheed? SaNeter has been doing videos about Hebrews for the last 4 years. What are you talking about? Why? What happened to the Pan-African videos? What happened to the Black Power videos? What happened to all of that? What happened to the Kemetic? Only thing over there Kemetic right now is Jabari. What happened? They done wiped Africa out. They done wiped Africa out, the minds of the people on the internet, and y'all ain't even paying attention. I'm talking about you people who following this Tariq Nasheed thought. This is by design. Now hold up. We ain't finished yet. 2015, Polite becomes popular. 2015, it happened in 2014, but my brother gets sentenced in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. And got 19, at 49 years old, he has 19 to 48 years. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying it's very ironic that in 2015, Polite comes on the scene, SaNeter is the gatekeeper, and they lock up my sister right around the same era, I, Empress Sekhmet. You know what they said about I, Empress Sekhmet? That they seen videos that, quote unquote, she posted. In fact, hold up. I'm telling you, and y'all don't think this stuff is suspect? Y'all don't think this stuff is suspect? Nah, man, we tripping. We tripping if y'all don't think this is suspect.
Parkway Department H4 is alleged that you threatened to commit crimes and violence against police officers. Police received information about videos posted by you that were posted on the internet in which called for terrorist acts against police officers and a tape of Top Gun Day movement. You exhorted people to arm up and gun up and start killing these cracks.
Who sent the police to her? Who sent the police to her? To me, I don't know. But I know the sister was shaking her head saying no. The sister was like, no. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's the thing. The sister may say, no, it didn't happen that way. You feel what I'm saying? However, why is it that they saying that I seen you on the internet? I seen you. Isn't that convenient?
Chief, you You also advise people to take over a police station, and you also threatened to kill someone who called into your podcast. You are also charged with the state offense of criminal solicitation in the fact.
This is one of the most powerful sisters of the RBG community. I think she in the Hebrew faith at this hour, but this is one of the most powerful sisters in the RBG community, in the Pan-African community, one of the most powerful sisters. And she get accused of some video saying that she's going to take over a police station, saying that she's going to do that. Come on, man, we got to wake up. I'm telling you, where are the RBGs today? Now, again, I'm not talking about the RBGs in your community. Those Garveyites, those RBGs, those Pan-Africans, they are doing real work in the community. What I'm talking about is the online presence that we're so used to. We act like we forgot about them. If somebody don't come home, if you don't see somebody pull up to the driveway for 2 days, got dug on it, ask where they at. So I choose today to say, where they at? Where they at? And the whole demonstration has changed now. And it's by design. Remember, let me show you something. I'll stop right there for a second. It's by design. Let me show you something. This is by design. Don't think for 1 second that it's not by design, because it is. When you look at this right here, it shows you that this is a plot and a scam and a Tariq Nasheed, Boyce Watkins, Charlemagne the God, and Dr. Umar Johnson's come together in unity for SaNeter. You see that? You see that? Yeah. What y'all think that's all about? Now, that was 4 years ago. Tariq Nasheed name is first. He is the lead takeover when it comes to movements and ideas that originate somewhere else. Y'all think this by chance? The only one that's missing out of that is Malik Zulu Shabazz. And a few others, that play the ropes, but Malik Zulu Shabazz. It's a network. This is a network of people that's controlling the narrative to control what you receive as it relates to knowledge, control what you receive as it relates to inspiration. This is why Tariq Nasheed can get away with saying that the African people they don't want to be friends with us and they're dirty and this, that, and the third. And SaNeter will not say anything about that, even though he represents a Pan-African thought, supposedly. Anybody ever notice that nobody says nothing about that? Honor to Professor James Smalls, because he has the courage to say something about it. I give him props. Honor to Professor James Smalls, because he said right at the rally, he said, you know what he said? Professor James Smalls said, he said, I ain't throwing away Africa for nobody. What a man that's an elder, has been a Pan-African all his life, since the time of Mount. Now he's going to call African tethers because some Johnny-come-lady, half-sweet dude talking about Africans ain't about us and we ain't about them. Yeah, SaNeter is not a Pan-Africanist. Actually, no, he's a dope fiend. I know that, but I'm just saying, for the internet, they try to portray themselves as that. But today, now, he's anything. He want to portray himself as a Bible scholar. He wanted to portray himself as a debater. He want to portray himself as a host. He don't know what he want to do. But when I'm telling you that this is all by design, they take orders. But the question I'm saying is, where did all the Pan-Africans go? Where did all the internet personalities, as it relates to being influential on the internet with RBG, where did they go? No, When I say Pan-African, let me read this real quick. Somebody say Pan-African ain't even teaching Pan-Africanism. Most of the internet Pan-Africanism, they bang war drums. They bang war drums. I'm talking, see, listen, this is, let me tell you how you get into Pan-Africanism, right? Morris science too. Most of the Morris science that you see on the internet is half-witted, kooky and everything. The point that I'm making is that once you can open the door with conversations about this, then people will look into Pan-Africanism. Today, you don't see it at all. You don't see it at all. That's what I'm saying. And that is by design. I'm not saying that SaNeter is an official Pan-Africanist. I'm not saying that he's official RBG. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the imagery that was given is now gone, and it's by design. Press 7 if you understand what I'm saying. Press 7 if you understand what I'm saying. I'm saying the imagery that they was putting out is almost wiped off the internet. Said he's still here doing his thing. But 2015, oh no, the RBG'S had this thing on lock. Yeah. The RBG'S and the Comedics, the Commissions. Remember the Comedic Conference? Where the Commissions at? See what the European did? He did the divide and conquer tactic by the way of introducing people like Tariq Nasheed, by the way introducing people to separate the family. But we think it's so proud to be FBA. We think it's so beneficial to be FBA when it's just divide and conquer all over again. We should be trying to promote the unity in the diaspora as opposed to the division, because FBA is not even put together to get you any money anyway. And if the motivation is money as opposed to true liberation and freedom and total separation, then you lost anyway. Somebody say you a Moorish and ain't thinking about the science, you thinking about Tariq. This is the science. The science is the example that we use that's right in front of our face. What you want me to do? Give you a science about the book? You go get the book. I look at the experience and teach. I look at the example and teach. You want me to read a book to you? Go to bed and ask mama or daddy to read a book to you. We're going to read these frauds. That's what we're going to do. We're going to read these frauds. You want me to read the Quran to you? You want me to read the Bible to you? You want me to read the stars to you? No, it's these frauds that's destroying us. But you want me to break down some science of the Quran. You want me to break down some science of the Bible. You want me to break down some science of the latest news story when these frauds are co-opting our liberation right before our face. Man, go find another chat to talk about the stars. Go over there to Brother Rich. He'll talk to you about the stars. He'll talk to you about aliens. He'll talk to you about the stars. He'll talk to you about ants that can lift weights. He'll talk to you about anything you want to talk to. Today, we're talking about grifters. We're talking about those who are co-opting our freedom. We're reading people. We're reading the people that is playing a role to block our path to freedom. That's what we reading. If you want to know the science of a turban, go get a book. If you want to know the science of affairs, go get a book. If you want to go get that, go get a book. But today, we want to know the science of the manipulation that stops our people from getting to freedom. You on the wrong channel, pimping. Go see Brother Rich. He can tell you how to levitate. He can show you how to float in the air. He can show you how a crystal can give you power. Go to Brother Rich. He can show you how to walk on water. He can show you how to just do somersaults in thin air, defying gravity. Go to Brother Rich. This ain't that. This ain't black magic here. This is reality. This is reality that we are being co-opted. This is reality. This ain't that channel. This ain't that channel. You know what I mean? So last but not least, if you want to learn how to do somersaults in the air, defying gravity like you are in a spacesuit, go over there to those other channels. If you want to find out the properties of crystals and all that, I agree with all that, but that ain't what we talking about here. So you go levitate somewhere else, Brother Mark. Just not here. Now, with that being said, let me apologize to my brother, SaNeter, and Mr. Hotel family for a moment there. SaNeter. For a moment there, I got a little bit of worked up. And I'm calmed down now. Calm down. I apologize, Queen, the core. I apologize. I got a little work done. My apology, Kenyatta. I got a little worked up. I apologize. Animal hell, I apologize. Sonny, I apologize. DCX, I'm just saying, I apologize. They get me fired up. He want me talk about levitating in Superman. They want me break down the new Superman movie, the new Ant movie. Man, I'm not breaking down no new Ant movie. You know what I mean? They want me break down the new Ant movie. Yeah, see, the ant got 20 legs when it only supposed to have 10. See, 20 divided by 10 equal 105. And when you get to 105, that means the ant can fly once it gets to the state of maturity. And we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Brother Rich got something for you over there. Shout out to Brother Rich, but we ain't doing that here. No, sir. We try to find out who trying to block our blessing from freedom. That's what we gonna do. Black girls read. That's all we try to do, sis. Who try to block our blessing? But with that being said, let's go to the next one. So yeah, it's been co-opted. Now, as you can see, when SaNeter put up this, the iconic House of Consciousness family, most of the people in this picture, although it's a diverse group, and Natural Tahuti is in there, although it's a diverse group, they all had conversations and knowledge of the diaspora. Today, we don't hear any of that conversation. None whatsoever. And it's by design. So like I said, shout out to my sister Sekhmet. I ain't mean to put you on the screen like that, sis. But I just have to make a point that it appears to me, if you're watching, it appears to me that all of the RBG'S, the Pan-Africans, by design, was put on the back burner to make room for what we see today. I believe most people that are gone today or still around, but not being seen, not being heard on certain airways, it's by design. And it didn't start today. It was to make room for what we see right now, where we see all the division with FBA talking about Haitians, FBA. And you know the weird thing about it? That most of these people is of mixed heritage. And they never, isn't that amazing that most people is of mixed heritage and they never hold somebody who disrespect them accountable? That is crazy. That is crazy. Some say design is algorithm. Yes, but guess what? Those who formerly came through the doors of House of Consciousness, that's a whole nother story now. You follow me? That's a whole nother story. Unbelievable to me. Somebody say, why the commercials? I didn't put the commercials in there. I don't got that power. There's commercials coming on. I ain't got that power. I mean, YouTube try to get some bread. They might give me a couple dollars. You hit the Cash App or something, baby. Nah, They said, somebody said, Morse Road TV, you suggested that SaNeter behind the Natural Tahuti and Sister Sekhmet getting their cases. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it's quite convenient that both of them get locked up at the same time, and it's something that we should look into. It's something that we should consider. It's something that we shouldn't just pass with a blind eye. And now that we see that all those strong RBG'S and all those strong teachers of African thought and Black Power thought, they don't even have a voice on the main line today. I think it's something we should consider. Absolutely. I mean, oh, my channel is definitely monetized. I mean, but yeah, that's something we should consider. Absolutely. I think we should consider all things. You know what I'm saying? Because Natural Tahuti, he's locked up. He can't speak for himself. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all remember the good old days when Tahir RBG used to be at the events? Anybody remember that? Press number 7. Y'all remember that? When he used to be at the events? Huh? Anybody remember this brother? I know the brother's still doing this thing, but I bet he don't get no call from SaNeter. Why? Huh? Anybody ever think of that? He used to be all the events. He used to be at all the events with RBG Hip Hop. This is what I'm telling you, family. This is by design. You know what I'm saying? Quite a few brothers that I remember during the time. That's him right there. RBG Duplicate Project. You follow me? You don't see this being pushed no more. All this stuff is done. It's a wrap. You don't see this no more being pushed. Y'all remember this? The red, black, and green African Liberation Flag, also known as the RBG flag, is to be seen as the same as the American flag or another nation's flag. I feel that when Black people unite and stand behind an ideology, our ideas are often described with negative connotation. This is done in our schools, at work, and media. You don't see nobody pushing this no more. Why? Because everybody has got on the bandwagon of division. You hear what I'm saying? Everybody has gotten on the bandwagon of division. Look at it. Y'all remember? Y'all don't see this no more like you used to. Y'all don't see this no more like you used to. The RBG, the Pan-African, they had the clothes, they had the books, they had the music, they had everything. They still got it. But we don't see it online like we used to, and that's by design. And that's by design. This thing has been hijacked. You might don't like the online personalities of RBG at some sort of period, but I'm telling you, family, you cannot deny that the RBG brothers had the books, RBG sisters had the clothes, they had the sweatshirts, they had the hats, they had everything. They had the music, they had the full culture. Now what? Now what? It was destroyed from the inside. It wasn't no European that came up and showed his face. It was destroyed from the inside by design. And the gatekeeper was and continues to be SaNeter. This is why when Tariq Nasheed want to promote that he slapped somebody, that he slapped Taharkabey, the first place he go is where? He want, you know what I mean? Because those are the gatekeepers. Them people ain't for you. Let me tell everybody I slapped Taharkabey, SaNeter. Let's do it. And a few others. You understand what I'm saying? That's right, dead prayers. What I'm telling y'all, family, if y'all think this is by design that we don't hear RBG on the internet no more, you just as blind as anybody else. You just as blind as anybody else. And all respect due to the brother Pan-African Strike Back, but I don't see a lot of elements of Pan-Africanism with the brother, but he may say the same thing about me when it relates to Moorish. He might say he don't see a lot of Moorish about me. Because see, Pan-Africanism, there's a philosophy with it. Like they say, there's an ideology with it. There's a historical connection to it. There's a lifestyle with it. It ain't gotta be made up. Pan-Africanism was founded. In other words, it predates, it pre-exists us, and we just identified it. Somebody gonna try to use that for FBA, but it's not gonna work because I can break that down too. Now, let me say this. I am a Moorish American Muslim to the bone. However, I relate with Pan-Africanism. The philosophy of Pan-Africanism is all of ours. Don't let nobody tell you different. But somebody wanted to move this out of the hearts and minds of our people, and they have done a successful job at it on the internet. Now, let me tell you, when I take my son to school, that's all I see is Pan-Africanist. That's all I see is RBG. My son go to a school that is curriculum based around that. So that's all I see. So I'm not saying that on the ground. I'm saying the influential internet highway that grabs people's attention in order to teach them to move on the ground is non-existent and is by design. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And it's by design. And family, I just want you to understand that it's okay to critically think and ask yourself what happened to all the voices online, even if you didn't like them, even if you didn't agree with them. Sir Sutan he went in on the Moors so many times. He is known. He is known for the famous, most repeated quote about Moors enslaved Africans. That's what he's known for when it comes to the Moors. However, Sir Sutan he has a history. He has a history with bona fide scholars and elders. He has a history with travel. He has a history with studies. He has a history with teaching. And they have found a way to put him on the low spectrum of the algorithm. And it's by design. And it's by design. They are conquering us within. So why people screaming white supremacy? So why people are screaming the white supremacists? So why are they doing that? These snakes are moving within the inner circle and destroying us within. And we so hell bent on we gotta get along. Why we arguing? Why we're beefing? Because there's a devil in the midst of us. Because there's a devil in the midst of us, and we refuse to acknowledge it. We refuse to acknowledge it. Let me show you something, family. With all of the research that I've done over the years, my whole channel has been built on challenging the status quo, right? All the years that I've been doing this, I bet you cannot find one video of me on this lens cussing somebody out. Not one. You won't find one video of me cursing somebody out. Let's just leave it at cursing somebody out. Let me tell you why. Because in the Moorish science that I study, the first thing that we practice is building self, character building. That's the first thing that we do. before we even attempt to be or told to teach anybody else, the first thing we do is we build self. We learn the dynamic of keeping our passions and desires within the bounds of moderation. In other words, there's certain boundaries that I'm not going to step out no matter what happens. But when you look at those who claim to be moving in our best interest, they have no discipline. They don't even have a system to practice discipline. They don't even have a system to practice discipline. So the whole thing I'm saying is, family, this is by design. This is by design. These people are puppets to destroy from within. And the biggest thing that's going on now, the most influential thing on the planet right now is the internet. Your cell phone, your TikTok, your IG, your YouTube. That's the most influential thing in everybody's lives right now. Why wouldn't they use that to infiltrate, to control the direction of the people? Why? Why? That's the most powerful thing in the universe right now. For the carnal person, for the mundane mind person. But for the spiritual person, man, those principalities don't mean nothing. You know, it reminds me, people say, oh, you a sucker, Tariq smacked you. Man, listen. I don't mind the octagon and I don't want to keep bringing it up. But listen, man, they spit on Jesus if you believe in Jesus. They spit on him. You know what I'm saying? Spit on him. Hack. You know what I mean? Muhammad got ran out of Mecca. He's still Muhammad. You understand what I'm saying? He's still Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? Hannibal had to move back so he could conquer the whole Europe. You feel me? He had to bring the troops back and circle around so he could conquer the whole Europe. You ain't said nothing. You ain't said nothing. We move smart. We move smart. You know, when the people thought they surrounded Hannibal, y'all see, I need to give a history lesson on Hannibal and show you the art of war. You know what I'm saying? We don't win battles, we win wars. So the whole thing I'm saying, family, we are the prey. We are the prey. We are the prey. And these people are the gatekeepers. They are the gatekeepers. They are the gatekeepers, family. And if we don't hold them accountable, your children are going to be in a worse state than you. Because they're manipulating the mind. They're manipulating the mind to have you to believe that they're for you just because they look like you. Let me now, if y'all ain't religious, that's fine. But I look at religion and I look at stories of history as a reality check sometimes. If anybody remember, let me take y'all to church real quick. Let me take y'all to the Bible real quick. If anybody remember the story of Jesus, right? They say, oh, he preaching now. But just hear me out real quick. I'm going to be 2 minutes. When Jesus was on the mountain, right? And he was praying with his homeboys, right? They was told to watch while he was praying because he was about to go down to the bottom of the hill. And he told them to watch. And they could not stay up. They kept falling asleep. They was not on their square. They was not on their post. And at some point in time, Jesus said, oh man, bump it. Let's go. You feel what I'm saying? So they went down there and the people came out to get brother Jesus, right? And if you know the story, right? The Europeans, the Romans said, are you him? Jesus looked at him like the G he was, like the God he was. Jesus looked at him and was like, is it ye that say I'm him? Is it ye that say I'm him? They say they didn't even know who Jesus was. But it was his brother that had to kiss him. That was his brother that had to kiss him. See, this is the caveat of the story. It was his own brother that had to kiss him so the Romans could identify him so they could take him in. See, our greatest enemy is the one within. It's not the one without. So while we're so busy focusing on the white supremacists, that is the bait and switch. The shame and the glory has been misplaced. It's a shame on you when you don't check yourself. And you big up, give more power to the white supremacists. Shame on you when you don't check yourself for being on point. Shame on you because you're not a critical thinker. Shame on you. And then you glorify the power that Europeans yield that they really don't have anyway. The shame and the glory has been misplaced. These people are working, they working their magic on us, fam. Tariq, man, when we listen to them, the Shiites. They can't even explain this thing that they following. They can't even explain it. They can't even stand on it. They can't even represent it. My son can represent his thoughts better than I've heard any Nasheedite represent this FBA thing. The only thing they can say, it's a lineage. It's not on this, it's a lineage. It's like, say something else. And it's a shame. And it's a shame, family. You know what I mean? I'm passionate about this because it's a shame, man. We doing bad, man, allowing this to enter into our stratosphere. We doing bad with this, family. Look at this, man. Look, you know what I mean? How we gonna let somebody minimize Garvey, man? Cause he came from Jamaica. How we gonna let somebody demonize Garvey because he came from Jamaica? That's insane. Talking about, look at Garvey hairline. Look at him. Look at his hairline. That is insane that we have allowed the masses to fall for this. You know what I'm saying? That we have allowed the masses of our people on the internet to fall for this okie doke grift. Like, we need to be held accountable now. Like, I shouldn't be the only one asking, where are the RBG'S? I shouldn't be the only one asking, where are the Pan-Africans? I shouldn't be the only one asking, saying, send them to me and let me help you build your platform. But nah, you know what it is? Everybody right now, it's survival of the fittest in our community. Everybody is trying to get paid. Little do they know when they do what's right, the Creator gonna take care of you anyway. Like Allah, the universe, the ancestors will take care of you through his people, if need be. You ain't gonna never want for nothing. Do right because it's right. And Allah will take care of you through his people. Just do right because it's right. They be doing this stuff for a reward, for some little crumbs. They don't have no true power. They can't think their way out of the lower self and vibration to the divine elevated and baby to see what I seen when I walked on Jefferson Street. See, you supposed to have the divine insight. Like, I don't care if the world don't understand it. I know what I seen when I walked up there. I don't care if the world say, man, you soft, you weak, you should have been fighting in the street. Somebody smacked me, I'm gonna do this. I don't care what they call it, a smack, call it a hit, call it a swing, I don't care what you call it. I know what I seen. I know I'm here to talk to you today. Because I got an elevated spiritual insight that allowed me to see things that the average person probably didn't see. And then when I came home, I was able to verify even more. That shows me that I have elevated myself from a carnal to a divine mind in stages. In other words, am I there all the time? Absolutely not. Am I consistently there 24 hours a day? Guaranteed not. But put me in a situation where I got to heighten my awareness, I can activate it. And that's what I'm telling you. You should be able to activate it at any given time. At any given time, you should be able to activate your insight, your foresight, and put it in a divine space so you can see the end result. The end result, resolute, You got to be resolute in this world. Where you trying to go? Because these people ain't trying to let us go there. You know what I'm saying? They got the people working for them. They got our people working for them, so we can't get to where we going. You follow me? Hold on one second. Let me go through this real quick. This is sad, man. This is really sad. You know what I'm saying? You know, look, they want us to get rid of Garvey, man. Garvey organized over 1 million. You hear what I say? Garvey organized over 1 million people of African descent, native descent, without a cell phone, without the internet, and had over 1 million registered brothers and sisters trying to do better as a collective. But when that European came for Garvey, it was our people that let that European take Garvey. It was our people that set Garvey up. And you mean tell me that we shouldn't be looking inside our house? That we should be looking out the backyard first? That's what you're saying? We should be looking out the backyard first? We should be looking up the corner first? No. In our history, it is proven that it's always in our house. And we should be examining our house. Now, if we look in our house and we don't find nothing, then that's fine. Start cleaning out the yard. But we don't even look in our house. We get a good speech and we happy. We get a good token of a book, of a shirt, of a hat, we happy. Somebody let you tap into their live stream, they happy. Like we gone. Like we gone, man. We gone. We gone. It was our people. It was our people that infiltrated and said Garvey demonstrated some mail fraud. That was our people. That was our people. And we just acting like it don't exist? We acting like it don't exist? It was our people when Garvey walked out there with that European. And they put him on that boat. It was our people stood there and cried. They ain't resist. There you go. Somebody said, we set up Fred Hampton. It was our people. So you mean tell me in this day of the internet where people are trying to control us in a state of division that we shouldn't be examining our people? Nah. We should be examining them. And if we find something, we should let everybody know. We should sound the trumpet as loud as we can. That's right. Kay said we even set up Jesus. There you go. So after all of this history that our people have participated in our demise, why are you going to get mad at Morris World TV? If you don't like it, don't watch it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. If you believe that I'm in error, come and prove me wrong. Come and prove me wrong. Come and explain that man on the roof with a cord going over his back. Come and explain that man in the car trying to hide behind the visor watching me. Come explain them two people on the corner. Come explain. Come on and explain. I'm here. But if you can't explain that, you should sit back and learn so you can teach your children what to look out for. Because most of us is washed. It's done. We are washed. Most of our groups, most of our people, man, we done. We just look at some of the interviews I have here. We just done. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It's just a wrap. It is what it is. Somebody said drop the link. Let me see if I can drop the number, bro. What time is it? Let me see. See, I wasn't even going to go live tonight, but what had happened was tomorrow I won't be able to go live, and then Friday, you know, I'll be in the temple on Friday, so I won't be back until Saturday. You know what I mean? I won't be back until Saturday. So, with that being said, I wanted to make sure that we touch bases. Now, what I will do is, I think in the daytime tomorrow, I probably will go live for a few minutes, maybe 30 minutes, to go in the membership section. In the membership section, I probably will go live because I want to share with everybody some information behind the scenes that will be only privy to the members of Moorish World TV, because I really appreciate y'all. I haven't had time to figure out how to create a free membership. If anybody knows how to create free membership on YouTube, please send me the instructions so I can hand out free memberships to some of our I'm trying to get right here real quick. So I can hand out free membership to some of our citizens. You know what I mean? Everybody is not in the pocket when it comes to, when I say in the pocket, everybody is not got $10 to throw around every month. And if you've been supporting the channel, I want to make sure that you can get up in here, because I got some stuff that nobody never seen. I got video of myself and SaNeter. I got calls of myself, SaNeter, and Polite. I got I got stuff that don't y'all go. I got some stuff that I'm gonna be sharing with y'all. One of the things I wanted to share with y'all, I have been contemplating on it, is some of the threats that I was given before I went to California. I got a few threats where people were saying, if you come to California, we're going to be waiting for you. You know, I got that. But I'm not going to put it on I'll let the membership see that, and a couple other threats, you know what I'm saying? And just give it to perspective. I'm not doing it. And they put it on the internet, first of all. So I don't want anybody to say, oh, man, they put this stuff on the internet. They actually put that in the comment section, and I just snap it out, and then I save it in a folder. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tell me if they see me in Wallbook, they're going to smack me. Let me take that too. You know what I'm saying? And then I save that and I give the drive. That way, if somebody do try to do something wrong and I have to lay somebody down, you know what I'm saying? I actually say, well, nah, this is self-defense here. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Nah, look, right here. So I got a whole folder of threats. You feel? And I'm going to share some of them with y'all. Some of them are way out there. Some of them are way out there. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is. I just want to share. Some of them are old too. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are old. And with that being said, it is what it is, man. People just crazy at this point. So somebody said they want to hit the link, but I put the phone number out there. If you want to call in now, because I'm about to get out of here. But in the membership section, probably tomorrow. Let me see what I got to do tomorrow. Tomorrow, I got a little bit of work to do tomorrow. I think we taking my mother and my mother-in-law out to dinner in the evening, so I can't go live tomorrow. Me and my wife, we gonna take the mothers out to dinner. You know how that is. So I can't go. Then Friday, you know, I'm a Moorish American Muslim. I'm gonna be in the temple. I'm being in the temple praising Allah. Yeah. Thank you for saving me, Allah. I'm going to go church on it. Stop saving me, Allah. Stop saving me, Allah. Nah, I'm going to do all that. Allah, forgive me. You know, I did be playing all the time. You gave me the sense of humor. Stop playing all the time. But anyway, family, I appreciate y'all. I don't know. I didn't even. Hold up 1 second. I don't know if somebody hit the Cash App or not. But if you did, I say thank you. Let me look. I don't know. If you hit the Cash App, I thank you so much. I can't find my phone, so I can't see it. Why is Black still here? That's how y'all reminded me of Tariq Nasheed followers, because of y'all cult-like mentality. Well, you are cult-like too, Black. You in here. You've been in here for the last 2 hours just to talk over what we're talking about. So let me ask you a question. Are you crazy? Because you came over here to talk to us. So it sounds like you the crazy one. Sound like we the good one. Our brain good. You over here. How long we been here? 90 minutes we've been here, and you've been here right with us. And you say that we cults. You say that we the cult following, but you over here. Come on, man. Come on, black man. Listen, this is a vlog show, my friend, and we're talking about issues of the day. All right. Man, you gotta do better, man. You over here talking about we cultish. Like, so if we cultish, what does that make you? The phone number been up there. You ain't hit the number. You ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? So man, I got to get myself ready because I do got to get up tomorrow. I'm gonna have a long day tomorrow. You know what I mean? Man. Oh, but the next show, family, I'm going to display some more craziness that Tariq Nasheed has been demonstrating. Man, the contradictions. This is going to be crazy. The contradictions are through the roof. I need a real good title to bring it in, but it's going to be something as it relates to the contradictions. Oh my God. Like, we're going to talk about how he said that he was offered a big bag to cause division with people of African descent and with people of island descent. He was offered a big bag. And now, look what he doing. Y'all remember that? We still recovering from last night, fam. Yeah. Hey, oh yeah, before I go. So the brother said to me that he wanted to come back and redeem himself. Now, in the private chat, I put it out there, but what y'all think? Should he be able to come back and redeem himself? Anybody? What y'all think? Should he be able to come back? If press 6 for no, press 7 for yes. Or Y for yes, or N for no. Let me see. If everybody say no, I gotta break the bad news to him. Oh man, he got 1-7. That must be him. He said, that's what he said. Somebody say 6. Well, brother, my brother Heath, I apologize. This is the people's platform, and I do what the people ask. Therefore, I'm unable to. I'll try again next week. See if they want to. And see if they want to talk to you. But Saturday, I'm telling you, family. Saturday, y'all gonna be surprised with some of this research. I got some new research coming for you. Also, I'm waiting on a confirmation from Sister Uma York. I'm also waiting for a confirmation from Dr. York followers that was on the show before. That's going to be a real powerful show. I want y'all to continue to take care of each other. Family, question everything. Please don't have blind faith. Blind faith and blind hope, let me tell you something, is not equivalent. I can't even say. I don't even know what he said. What would he say? It's better to have false hope than no hope at all. The original people, I'm calling you tomorrow, bro. Yeah, man, I'm calling you tomorrow. But with that being said, man, I got to get out of here, family, and get myself ready for a long day tomorrow. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all on Saturday. You know what I mean? We gonna get busy.
That's how thorough I am in the game. I am a thorough brother. I do not plebiscite babble. I am an acronym.
Check 1, 2.
It's
time to expose the fraud. It's time for us to go hard. It's time to expose the fraud. It's time to expose the fraud. It's time for us to go hard. It's time to expose the fraud. It's time for us to go hard.
And anybody who's riding with him with this scandal or with these videos of me and my wife
Come on, it's time to go. Ain't nobody gonna deceive me. Deceive who? Deceive you. Never on my my watch. Time to cook, pull out the pot, turn up the heat, let's make it hot. Don't be tripping on them frauds when you're rolling with the guard. Nate Crip, Sonny, Boxing, Apple X, and Sean, Yasmin and the Queen got Sean from the Shy, Candy Chamber, Ishmael Bay, and Sin Soon. Anybody they can get it if they gripping on the fam. Wars World TV, investigating all scams. Gon' check my record and please don't front. Come on, keep it a buck. I ain't been wrong once. From SaNeter and Polite and Taharkabey, Malik, Zulu, Shabazz, and Grandmaster J. Word to God to all the frauds. I brought them to their knees, but they ain't nothing. Watch how I do to Tariq Allah Nasheed. Welcome to another edition of Wars World TV. I'm your host, Brother Taharkabey. Let's get on these frauds' neck and let's shut them down. Let's go. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. That's right, let everybody know what's going down. Wars World TV, we gon' shut it down.